So it might be good news that we're choosing not to focus on the Hound Dogs. So far this season we've played 4 games. Our goal difference is plus 24. Yeah, it's not the tightest that it's been ever. Hello, my name's Damien and I'm that trucking football manager. Welcome back to the Hound Dogs. If anyone gets a chance, just next time I'm going to record, text me and say, press the record button, you moron. We're coming back for a Hound Dogs game because we missed the Lithuania game, despite my spectacular commentary, because some muppet didn't press the record button. 3 years, nearly, I've been doing this. Anyway, should we talk about it? Well, I mean, the Lithuania game was terrible anyway, so never mind. First thing first, as alluded to pre-title sequence, it's been a bit easy. College 75, we beat 6-0. Zane DaCosta with 2, Marquez with 2 more, Garak with 1, and Ruiz with another 1. Lynx reserves, Marquez with 2, Ruiz with 1, Burrell with 1, and DaCosta with 4. This DaCosta is the same one who keeps popping up and saying, and in the press conferences, and it's like, Zane DaCosta is really not good enough to play for your side, is he? He lacks the physical and mental abilities to play for your side, doesn't he? Well, that's 4 of his goals. 3 more of them here, away at Europa Point, where they got a goal and we don't keep a clean sheet for the season. Lamont with 1, Marquez with 3, DaCosta with 3, and Ruiz with another 1. And then a disappointing 3-0 win over College, Ruiz with all 3 of them. So, as of yet, we're not desperately challenged. That might change. But yeah, plus 24 goal difference, 12 points from 4 games. We're still expected to finish low mid-table. 100 to 1 to win the league, so get your fivers on that now. And the board still wants us to finish last. So yeah. Now the national team, it's quite annoying about this recording thing because I talked you through every single member of the national team. All of them. I did quite a lot of talking. I'm going to forget what I've said and what I haven't said, and it's going to be all disjointed. 3 years. Anyway, what I did was I went to the national pool. When I lost my voice, I went to the national pool and I added literally everyone who could possibly play for Gibraltar. I mean, Gibraltarians, there were a few Moroccans who had a bit of second nationality, that sort of thing. Literally anyone who could be eligible, I added to the national pool. I then went through and only removed players who were old or properly bad. And when I say properly bad, for example, where is he? I know he's on the list. Ivan Borg. I just released him from the Hound Dogs. He's still on the list of the national pool just in case. Because the thing is, ultimately, we can see his stats. We know his stats, but there's hidden stuff. Maybe they'll get better. You might as well have them hanging around on the national pool list. And you know, you never know when someone's gonna, like Ivan Borg's out of contract. You never know if some Spanish second division side picks him up or Spanish third division side picks him up that play full-time football, and suddenly he's going to develop. So yeah, that's what we've got there. I've done all of that. Then we put together the squad that we've currently got. This is not the side that went out last time. In fact, let's talk about what happened last time first, because I put together a side and I'd said to y'all, except you weren't listening, rude. That's the wrong button. That's what I want to do. Why is... Oh, because I keep... Yeah, okay, idiot. Honestly, there we go. Right. So yeah, I said we have this tactic prepared, which is the Hound Dogs tactic. Because I said there's no point going defensive against a side that's a bit better than us. It would be a waste of time. We can't really defend against a side that's a bit better than us. We're not good enough. So we've tried, we've tried parking the bus. We've tried ultra defensive. We tried this. And we scored 1 goal in the first 6 matches with Gibraltar. And we still lost that game. So, or 2 goals. And they were both by a guy who doesn't make the squad anymore, which tells you something. So I said, solid, let's just go for it. And that went about as well as you'd expect. We got beat 3-1 away at Lithuania, and 7, 15, and 38th minutes. That was 38th minute is where I changed it back. So once I changed it to the tactic you just saw, we won that 1-0. So, you know. Yeah, those 2 goals against Suriname in a friendly are literally the only ones who scored. 0-7, 0-0, 0-3, 0-7, 0-3, 0-1, 0-1, 0-0. I mean, 0-0 against the Netherlands. That's a result. But, yeah. We've already lost to Georgia at home, so we're going to lose to them away as well. But the way I see it, if we get relegated to Nations League D, we might get to win some matches, so that'll be nice. What was I going to say then? Yeah, so we're going to go through the squad. I might sound like I'm annoyed at having to go through the squad a second time, but we're going to do it anyway. So Jalen Hankins is the goalkeeper. He does not play in Gibraltar, which is a good sign. He is contracted to Ibiza. He hasn't played for them yet. He's played 19 times for Cordoba reserves and conceded 26 goals in that time. So he's not good by any stretch. But second choice goalkeeper is Bradley Banda, who is not great. He's okay. He's determined and he's quite young. So he's got a chance at improving, but at the minute, no. And Dale Coling, who we've seen on the channel because he's the goalkeeper for Lincoln. And he made 2 massive howlers when we played Lincoln. And also one for me when we played somebody else, I forget who, as the Gibraltar manager. So he's not in the side, but he's our 3rd best goalkeeper. Scouting report says he's actually our best goalkeeper, but he's not. The left back is Lee Coombs, who again isn't very good. Physically, he's not terrible. He's determined, but that's literally it. He's also right-footed. He's the only left back who's half decent, so he's got to do the job. The right back is Kian Ronan. He's actually he's a very good right back. He's also a very good centre midfielder and finds himself there more often. But because our current right back is suspended for bookings, we'll get to that. He's going to have to slide back to right back. Louis Annesley plays for Forest Green. Has done 3 times. Physically, not terrible. Heading and passing are good. Tackling is not. Marking is not. So that's poor. And Erin Barnett. I'm pretty sure Erin is a girl's name, but never mind. He's actually he's a centre-back right-back, but he's a better centre-back than he's a right-back, as you can see from those stats, because he can't really run, and he can tackle. So he's also got a 5-head. Dudley Coombs. Bernardo Lopez is the holding mid. Determined man, and reasonably quick, and not terrible is the best way of putting him. He's actually a centre-half, but he's also our best holding mid, and holding mid's quite an important position for me. In fact, I want to switch that to anchor defend. De Los Santos would also not be normally in the side. Kian Ronan would be in this position. We have 2 De Los Santoses, don't get confused. Sean is this one. Reasonably quick, good first touch, good technique, good teamwork, but, you know, he's not good. Hernandez A, as opposed to Hernandez A, we've had this problem already. It's starting to look like the movie star names are coming back in again, or the fit girl names, let's be honest. This is Andrew, he's the weaker of the 2 Hernandezes. Can play midfield, attacking midfield, that sort of thing. In fact, he'd probably be better off being on that side, wouldn't he? Yeah. And then the other Hernandez is Anthony, who's a right winger with absolutely no stamina, but he's reasonably quick, and to be fair, that's enough at this level. Liam Walker is not a left winger, he's a centre mid. He has no physical abilities, but his technical and mentals are so good that actually I think he can do the job as an inside forward. We have turned the inside forward into attack, which isn't exactly how the tactic should work, but with a target forward, not a target man, that would be naughty. With a target forward, we want players in near him, and these guys aren't going to get anywhere near him, so this gives him a chance to nod it down to somebody. And this somebody is Kelvin Morgan. He's a striker, pace of 5, stamina of 4. It's disgusting, but his jumping reach is 18, his heading is 15. He's a very good aerial threat. I'm guessing he looks like Peter Crouch, because he's 6'3" and 8 stone 9. So he must look like Peter Crouch. But yeah, he can knock it down to one of these 2, and hopefully maybe De Los Santos pops up and blazes it into the crowd. I'm guessing. I've done the goalkeeper. TJ DeBar, this guy's hopeless. Again, he might be watching. I should probably be a little bit more careful about what I say. But in game, he's got a pace of 13, and that's literally all he's got. The game reckons he's our best striker. Can't get a club at the minute. I don't want him. Oh no, hang on, he's got a club. He's at Wickham. Really? Okay. Anthony Moulds. This one, I don't understand how I've called him up. This is an error on my part. This won't happen. Pace of 4 as a left back. Nope. In fact, right click, national team, removed from national pool. I'll never make that mistake again. Omar El Yatefti is a Moroccan centre midfielder who we've managed to bribe, convince to play centre mid. In fact, I'd rather have him in than De Los Santos. And we'll make him a little bit more, well, not playmaker. Remind me about your stats. Determination, decision making. Decision making, that's important. Box to boxer, stay there. Yeah, Yatefti, he's alright. He's a young lad. He's 19, he's determination of 15. I think he'll get better. But I'd probably rather have him than De Los Santos. I don't really know why. Liam Jessup is not a striker, but he thinks he is. Pace of 10, finishing a 10, composure of 11, yes. He's 17 years old, though. His determination is 10. He'll get there, which is why I've called him up, because he'll get there. And maybe a bit of experience at this level will help. He's actually at Fleetwood Town, weirdly, but he's not got a game for them yet. Ivan Ramos is someone we've considered signing ourselves. He's 19 years old, which again is determination of 15. It's the only reason he's in the squad. His tackling is very good, but literally nothing else about his game is. The other De Los Santos is Dylan, who plays for Mons Calpe, but doesn't. Reasonably quick, but that's it. So no. Dale Coling, I've told you about. Ethan Santos is at Mons Calpe. He's a right back, but he's 23 years old and a pace of 7. Determination of 14. Maybe he'll improve a tiny bit, but probably not. Ellis Wilson is a right winger at Europa Point. I mean, stamina of 2 at the age of 18 is disgusting. But never mind. He's got a pace of 13, first touch of 12. He's got a chance. And then Ethan Jolly got himself a final yellow card in the last game. He's actually quite a good right back. He's a good centre-half as well. But I put him at right back because he's a bit quick. And it frees up Ronan to go further forward. And finally, Dylan Borge, who is an absolute moron. This guy... so we'll use the map. This happened in the last game and I commentated on it and there was some swearing. He was standing about here with players in front of him. Yes, he was getting closed down. I accept that. There were players in front of him and the defensive line was about here. These two certainly were. Barnett and Annesley were about here. And instead of picking one of them out, he hoofed it all the way back to Hankins. Hankins, despite the fact there was no one in the same half as him, panicked and fired it all the way forward to the point to up here, which is where he'd turned and run to, Borge. Except the defender got there first, so instead of just closing him down, he lunged at him 2-footed and got himself sent off. So, yeah. He's going to have work to do to get back into my thinking. I'm not going to be able to play out-handers out there, am I? Who am I going to be able to play out there? Ellis Wilson. Go on, son. Why not? Oh, this lot's hopeless. Right. So we'll worry about them in the second game. That was large amounts of the yammer I did for the first one. But we've got to worry now about the Hound Dogs. I say worry. This probably won't take long. We know this side. You don't know McElway yet. We are actually playing him at right back. This is a terrible idea. I know this is a terrible idea. But actually our other right backs aren't great. I mean, Kean Green's not great. Even remotely great. And Danny Murphy is on international because he was called up by the youth team. So, McElway playing right back. Eek. Lopez in goal. Evans, Zapata, Yates, and then McElway. Urenda and Burrell in the middle. Da Costa and Grec on the wings. Ruiz and Marquez up top. Let's have it. Niran Jeffries was the name I was looking for earlier. He's in the national pool as well. Yeah, they all are. If they've got even the possibility of considering maybe once thinking about becoming a professional footballer, they're in the national pool just in case. When obviously we start to get decent players through, that'll change and we'll cull down a bit better. But for now, everyone. Because why not? We might find that one guy who, despite being hopeless in every other way, has a pace of 20. You never know. But yeah, what we do now is we play... who are we even playing? Oh yeah, the Magpies. Burrell will pick this one up in midfield, knock it down to Grec. To McElway, who does a weird twizzle and gives it to Breck again. Urenda finds Da Costa. Turns his man. Da Costa is one, I don't think I've mentioned this time yet. The press are constantly talking to him saying he's not good enough. Why do we keep playing Da Costa? He's not got the physical or mental attributes necessary. I may have already said that. Sorry if I have. But yeah, he scored 7 goals in 2 games. Marquez slots into Da Costa. That's another one there. 8 minutes and 24 seconds in, our 5th shot goes in. And yeah, this is not challenging anymore. And, you know, it's fun to win the league at a canter. It's fun to win the league before the halfway point. But it's not a lot of help. And since these players are training twice a week, it's not going to develop them into players for the national team either. We need to get out. The regular the top division season does not begin till October. It is the beginning of September. Marquez hits one, buries it 2-0, 11th minute. This is why we're not watching the Handball this season. There's no point. I mean, you know, fun and games, but it's a lot of editing. I realise, I mean, there's not a lot of people who can win every game and sound bored about it, but God, I wish we could get promoted. If we could get promoted, it would be really interesting to see what we could do with this team. Really, really interesting. I'd be really excited. Because we've won a cup. We've gotten into Europe and we got through 2 rounds in Europe before going pro. Imagine what would happen if we could compete in a league with prize money and go pro. But there's no point going pro at this level. The board will probably reject it anyway. The board have been rejecting a lot of things. And even if they don't, unless we qualify for Europe, the only money we will ever get is for winning the Rock Cup and then qualifying for Europe. So it doesn't matter if we only get a wage bill of £1,000 a week, then, you know, 800 weeks, the money will run out eventually. 800 weeks is a long time, I know it is, but the money will run out eventually. Marquez has a go, hits the crossbar and it goes out for a goal kick. Very unlucky there. But yeah, 26 positive 26 goals now. Da Costa's looking knackered. We'll see if he shakes it off, whatever it is. He's going back up, so hopefully he'll be alright. Taking a knock, tight Achilles. Probably not worth risking him, is it? Not risking anybody. Zamak can come on at left wing. We will confirm this up. And we will go. 35th minute. Still 2-0. Bit disappointing. We're going to go attacking. Why not? And this is an opportunity. The one thing this is an opportunity to do is to take the youths from our youth system and play them a lot. So we'll be playing Danny Murphy at right back a lot. And we're playing Thingamy at centre half. What's his name? That guy with the face and the legs. You know who I mean. He's probably on the bench. What's his name? He's not on the bench. That's clever. That centre half who's like 15 years old. We'll be playing him a lot. We'll get some more out of the reserves and play them off the bench a lot. Try and develop these players a bit. But realistically, we're not going to do much with 2 days of training a week. Ballester, you can come on for a bit instead of Zapata. Lamont on the right wing instead of Grek. And then... Oh, that's our third sub. Never mind. Confirm and go. The 75th minute, it is only going to be 2. It might even be 2-1. Martinez chips one into our area. Now Lopez Supermans it out of the air. Nice and easy. Bowls it out to Ballester. Go on then, son. Give it a hoof. No? Evans. To Burrell. Back to Ballester. To Urenda. All the way back to Lopez. And we're just tapping it around. And this is one of our weakest performances this season. But it's going to be 3 points. Yates fires one forward. Ruiz is under it. Marquez is next to him, but well marked. Ruiz goes down. It's a pen. Do I get to change the take this time? I do not. That's annoying. It's going to be Ballester. Fair enough. Off the bench to score a goal. May call it a super sub. There we go. Ruiz has been poor this year. That has to be said. He's not giving us the form he had last year at all. But it's kind of to be expected, I guess. He wasn't that good a player in terms of his actual ability. He just had a hell of a season. So it's going to be a lot more of Grek on the right wing and Da Costa up top. But that's fine. That works. Martinez is on the wing. Crosses it in. And it's won by Friel. And they've got a goal. And that's our second goal conceded in 5 games. That's not good enough, is it? 79th minute makes it 3-1. We'll skip. We don't need to see the replay. Urenda's looking tired in the middle. I haven't got any subs left. Why am I saying that out loud? Never mind. It's actually not a very good performance from us, considering. But, you know, again, a 3-1 win. A solid performance. We've got to get out of this club. We've got to get a better club. Simple as that. Well done. Good win and all that. Yeah, we're 5 points clear at the top already. So, we'll go play Georgia and that'll bring us right back down to earth. See you there. You know about this side. This is less fun, if we're being honest, as much as, you know, it's lovely to score 8 goals at a time. It's not so lovely to ship 3 against Lithuania. Hankins is going in goal. Coombs, Barnett, Annesley, and Ronan are the back four. Lopez, Yetefti, and Hernandez are the midfield trio. Walker and Wilson are the wingers, with Morgan up top. Wilson just isn't as bad as he looks. That's all we can say about that. He's very fast. He can't really cross, but he's got a good first touch. Good first touch and fast as a right winger. That'll do. Maybe he should be a right winger. It's not that much better as a right winger. It's fine. It'll be fine. Well, actually, no. Let's do it a different way then. You want to be a right winger, that's fine. Right winger attack, Walker winger attack, then in possession, attacking width, very narrow. Let's do it that way, and then maybe we'll be better. Already fitness is a big concern as well. But yeah. There's a few big concerns, to be honest with you. It's difficult to pick just 1 or 2 important ones. But have we got... Has Georgia got any of those players that you forget to play for? Hoofnagel, that name rings a bell. They don't have that. Me and Neil Boughton, who appears in the comments sometimes, we used to play FIFA a lot, and when we had international teams, you always say there's always that one player. Everyone's got that one player. Like it was it Slovenia? I can't. Was it Slovenia? Handanovic with the goalkeeper and things like that. There was always that one player. Georgia don't appear to have that one player yet. Hankins, why am I kept faith with him? Because there's no one better. I picked the team, that's why. How's the mood? It's lovely. Let's see. Let's see if we can do something against Georgia. Was it Slovenia? I feel like it wasn't Slovenia for Handanovic. I don't really remember. This was a long time ago and there's a lot of alcohol being consumed at the time. Like Bosnia-Herzegovina, Edin Dzeko. Coombs to Walker. Walker chips it over the top. Morgan knocks it back to Lopez. This looks half decent. Wilson. Ronan thinks about overlapping, then doesn't go. Wilson is tiny, isn't he? Look at the state of him. Wilson bounces it off a defender. Ronan volleys it in. Morgan's under it and heads it just over the top. Maybe we've hit on a master tactic right here. I'd love a win in this group. I know we're going down, but a win would be nice. Yetefti back to Coombs. Drives it in. Morgan's under it again, and that header's just on the top as well. We just got to keep hitting him, haven't we? He's gonna have concussion by the end of this game. But it's agricultural football. 2 linesmen and air traffic control. We've had a shot on target. That's something. Ronan with the throw-in high up the pitch. Wilson. Back to Ronan. Cross comes in. Morgan's under it. Onto the roof of the net again. I think maybe he's gotten confused which kind of shaped ball he's playing with, because he likes putting it over the top of the crossbar. Doesn't get you as many points in this game as it does in some others. Ginjolava Haha crosses it in. That's not how you pronounce it, but never mind. Sanaya Twain. They're going to score now. I took the piss out of a name. They're going to score. Abujania, which I thought was a city in Uzbekistan. You know, if you're going to start, go ahead. Abujania hits it, and it's onto the roof of a net from them. 27th minute. It is 2 bald men fighting over a comb, isn't it? It's terrible, terrible football. Demand more. We're going to go positive. Because, damn it, why not? What have we got to lose apart from the match? I mean, Ronan's picked up a knock. Walker is struggling. This is bad. They're all falling down injured. I'm delighted with your performance so far. Keep it up. Let's go look at the damage. Ronan hampered by injury. He's got to go. Oh my god, does that mean I've got to put Moulds on the pitch? No, he's a left back. Santos, are you a right back? He can't run. He can kind of defend. And he can jump in the air, but he can't head it when he gets there. Fine, on you go. What was the other one? Liam Walker's looking broken. What's wrong with him? Has he picked up a knock? No, he's just not fit. Oh yeah, because he's old. Sorry, I'm getting my Walker and my Wilson confused. What if you just sit in the middle for a bit? Do you fancy doing that? If I put you in there... You really don't fancy doing that, do you? Advanced playmaker support? You can just sit for a bit. Because we can't really afford to take you off because we haven't got anyone good. Left winger, we haven't got any of them at all. Hernandez, no. TJ DeBar? Yeah, sure, why not? It'll be fine. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, good, a kickoff highlight. Hoofnagel. We've made 2 substitutions at half time, despite this being one of our best ever performances. Sanaya Twain stands on the ball. Out wide to Gyorbelidze. Got to start commentating on games against teams I can pronounce. Hoofnagel to Kankava. That's better. Like that. Abujania. Good. Does a little twirl and sends it back to Cashier. Walker wins it. Well done, you, Walker. DeBar. Not so much well done, but Coombs back to Walker. We can go again. DeBar runs the wrong way. Gingivitis. Arabadsi to Abujania and Gingivitis again on the wing. Coombs tracking him well. Doesn't close down for the cross. Cross comes in and headed away by Annesley. Wilson flicks it further. Morgan is our furthest forward player. My God. We're playing positive, people. You're the target man. What are you doing there? Jesus. Yeah, so that's not good. Walker's going to have to come off in a minute because he will just have a heart attack and die. But then many of the other players may also do that. Walker is standing over free kick. Bury this, and then you can come off and have the hottest bath you could possibly ask for. A lobster. Go on, Walker. Bury it. Hits it. It's nice. It's curled well, and it's tapped wide by Mamadashvili. Nailed it. Shot on target. Walker goes all the way over to get the corner. He'll need a golf cart to get back, but never mind. Morgan heads it straight up again. And again, target man with jumping reach and a heading ability, and he can't find the target. And that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Let's face it, because those numbers, I mean, everything else is terrible, don't get me wrong, but help, let me out. I want to look at this player. Let me look at the... Thank you. Everything else is terrible, don't get me wrong, but there are a lot of clubs that will take jumping reach 18, heading 15 on their own. Like, those are fantastic stats. Everything else is terrible, but those stats are really good. If the ball hits him in the head, it should probably be going in the goal against a team like Georgia, really. Anyway, 65th minute, we're going to keep Walker on. Coronary is coming. St. John's are lined up with many stretchers, just in case. There's like a stretcher at every corner, a couple on the halfway line. Off you come, mate. Who? The better De Los Santos can come on there. Oh dear, right. Who else? No one. That'll have to do because these are the best players we've got. We'll only make the side weaker. 15 to play. We've not been outclassed. The XG is 0.03 apart, which means we're going to lose it from this highlight, I imagine. Lado loses out. Barnett to DeBar. De Los Santos. Back to Coombs. Is it going to be a hoof? It probably is. It is. And neither one, including the target forward, go for it. Morgan heads it back to their defence. Very sporting of him. There was a player right there you could have headed it to, but never mind. Kokorashvili to Lado, sorry. And those ones are hard to say in a hurry. Coombs, back to the keeper. Didn't go in. That's nice. Ball forward. Morgan's not staying forward enough. How do we fix that? Where's our lines? Pause. It's a real highlight. It's a lower line of engagement. It's not that bloody low, surely. Right, let's go higher. Let's go there and there. And yes, that'll do. Don't change things during the highlight. What's wrong with you? Abujania to Lado. He's through one-on-one. He's fired it wide, and we have got away with murder there. Their XG is better than ours all of a sudden. De Los Santos into the area. Wilson doesn't win it. That's because he's very small. Kokorashvili back to Sanaya Twain. Kankava to that. That Sheila. Never mind. Lado through. Bennett, take the red, mate. It's a dink, and it's onto the roof of the net again. And if Lado could finish, this game would be very, very over, wouldn't it? I'd have taken a red if I was Barnett. I don't know about you. 2 to play. We'll take a point. I'd like to have won it, but a point's a point. We didn't go down with 0 points. Proved a lot of people wrong avoiding defeat. They are a team massively above us in the rankings. Fantastic team effort. You know, we can't expect to win these games. This is our, well, first full year, we'll call it. First full calendar year. Plucky Gibraltar hold out for a draw. Ronan injured. Lopez pleased. So far, so good for Gibraltar. We've reacted positively to the result. Have we gone up the national rankings? 191st. We're soaring. We've got Slovakia next. That'll go back down again, won't it? Thank you very much for watching. I probably will be back for the Slovakia game unless something interesting happens in between. There just doesn't seem to be any point in showing you Hand Dogs games. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please do like, sub up if you are new, and I shall see you all hopefully on Wednesday. Bye-bye.